I don't really do this with movies. Usually I can just watch, sit, and enjoy, but not with Escape Room. First things first, it seems like there was quite a few people who didn't like this movie. 53% Rotten Tomatoes. Escape Room fails to unlock much of the potential in its premise. And let's just forget that it says but there. Oh, the first scene in the movie is about Zoe? I wonder who's gonna make it to the end alive. Oh, no I don't. Now I know it's gonna be Zoe. Plus, she kind of looks like Rue from the Hunger Games, no? Alright, this boy just sucks. He's always got such a shitty attitude in every movie. Actually, let's check if he's in any good movies. Before I Fall Blue. Scout's Guide was good, but he was just a prick. The Good Neighbor was actually not bad, but I just hate his face. Alright, so I'm confused about these little boxes. You would think you would actually need to be smart to crack them, but nope, apparently you can just throw them at the wall like this kid did, and a piece will open up. Whack as hell. A guy you've never met before says thanks for your service to an ex-military woman, and she's not gonna ask any questions. Maybe like, how the fuck did you know that? The waiting room was obviously gonna be the first escape room, right? Or was that just me? Everything that could have went wrong in the first escape room was already in the trailer. Like I already seen this shit. In the second escape room, there was a sign in the room that says, "You'll go down in history," and dudes out here talking about presidents. What are you talking about? Alright, if Ben killed his friends in a car crash and they all died, how would the room designer know Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was even on Ox? I mean, you could argue that they were watching him, but they only selected these people for the escape rooms because they're survivors of an accident, and that accident hadn't even happened yet. In the ice scene, I think Danny's death was kind of obvious from the beginning. They spent no time developing his character at all, and for that reason, he was definitely next to die. At this point, I already knew about Mike's dog. His name is Amanda. Like, what do I know about Danny? He's a huge nerd? Exactly. Later in the movie, Jason told a story where he watched his roommates get hypothermia and swim off with the red jacket on. We find out that this is false and he really murdered his best friend. But I'm assuming the story he told was believed by the police and everyone else ever, because how the hell would they know the real story? So tell me how the room designer would know to put that jacket in the room as a way of saying, we know, when, no you wouldn't, boss. In this scene also, Ben roasts Amanda's scars from serving in Afghanistan, and she just sits back and takes it. Plus, y'all really thought this dude was a games master? Come on. Also, the key in the ice brick was just such a slap in the dick. Like, give him a break, man. The next room, the 8-ball room, was actually super cool, but when Amanda is trying to unlock the safe, Zoe shouts, "Wait, everything is upside down, try the number 2. And then Amanda tries it, and it's right. What? What does that even mean? Also, the foam cord is going to support Amanda's full weight. Yeah, right. I do like how Amanda died to save the others. I mean, Danny just drowned for no reason. Ben was sticking out a pool cue for Amanda to grab onto when she was hanging, as if his weak ass is gonna help her. Now, at this point in the movie, Jason has been nothing but condescending, but you actually start to appreciate him a little because he's the only one in the group with some fucking balls. Mike, super great guy, really wish he wouldn't have died the way he did. Disappointing. In the hospital escape room, I'm confused. Did Zoe use the oxygen mask or not? Last we saw her, she was passed out, frothing at the mouth, and then she's gonna go on living. And then she wakes up and knocks out 2 grown men. How the hell Rue overpower these dudes? The droopy scene when it was just Ben and Jason was just 5 straight minutes of laughter for me. Looked like me on photo booth. Also, maybe I just looked away for a hot sec, but how'd these 2 guys get infected with whatever they got infected with? Anyway. In the very, very last escape room, I don't care what's pushing your walls together, there was most definitely solid shit that would prevent the walls from closing. During this last escape room, it kind of started to feel like a bad Saw remake. This last escape room was also the very first scene of the movie. So when you saw Ben again for the first time in the grocery store, it was obvious he'd be one of the last people alive and make it to the end because he did that escape room alone. And during the movie, they never had to do an escape room alone. When he makes it out and meets the Game Master, I'm wondering, how did Zoe find the time to tap into the computer to make the Game Master in play so she could murder him? When the Game Master is strangling Ben, Zoe shoots at him twice, but we never actually see where the bullets hit. And then the Game Master disappears in this huge open room like David fucking Blaine, and then jumps out and tackles her? From where? Zoe and Ben do manage to escape and 6 months later are dating. I'm just wondering how Ben went in 6 months to sales executive from living in his mom's house, which he actually said earlier. But luckily, Zoe has compiled a conspiracy including newspapers headlining the false ways that Amanda, Mike, Danny, and Jason died. But I'm wondering, how would the newspaper even be under that impression? Shouldn't they just say these people went missing? Like they did? And Zoe wants to go back now. Why the hell would you want to go back now? The very last scene in the movie before the credits roll is of an airplane escape room simulation, and I'm assuming the new Games Master said, "I've intercepted their tickets," which implies that Ben and Zoe are going to be on the next plane escape room thing. But won't you have to get your plane into the airport for this shit to work? Or are you gonna like knock them out and then put them on the plane? But even that wouldn't work, because then they'd be like, how are we on this plane? Like, either way, they're gonna know that it has something to do with an escape room. Like, how do you even hit them off guard with that? I don't... Regardless of that all, they set it up for a part 2 when nobody asked for a part 1. They didn't develop any character relationships. You know, there was none of this. None of it. I mean, I just would have liked to see that. It didn't actually scare me one time in the movie, but I mean, I guess it's a thriller, and you're not supposed to be scared, you're supposed to focus on other stuff. But I just couldn't, I guess. Alright, that's it, I'm done. That was every problem I had with Escape Room. I should probably chill on them. I mean, it's just a movie. The movie wasn't too bad. I'd probably give it like 3 out of 5 antidotes. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.